Hello and welcome back. Today we're doing a figure battle with two exclusive Marvel Legends figures. These characters used to have nothing to do with each other, until James Gunn came along. And now they will be forever linked thanks to the MCU.
What?
You look like Mary Poppins.
Is he cool?
Hell yeah, he's cool.
I'm Mary Poppins, y'all!
On this side we have the Target exclusive Marvel Legends figure of Yondu from the original Guardians of the Galaxy. And on this side we have the Walmart exclusive of the original comic book version of StarLord. I ordered both of these exclusives online when they went up for pre-order. The StarLord figure I never saw in Walmart stores, while the Yondu showed up in stores for about a week until Target put him on clearance. But big box stores mishandling exclusive toys is nothing new, unfortunately. Yondu Undota first appeared in Marvel Superheroes number 18, January 1969. He was part of the original Guardians of the Galaxy team, which were created jointly by Roy Thomas, Arnold Drake, and Stan Lee. Yondu is a native of the alien world of Centauri 4, the first world to be colonized by humans when they left Earth's solar system. In the year 3006, Yondu encounters an Earthman named Vance Astro. After Centauri 4 is attacked by an aggressive alien race named the Badoon, it is presumed that all the other Centaurians have been killed, with Yondu being the sole survivor. Yondu then joins Vance Astro, along with Charlie 27 of Jupiter and Martinex of the Pluto colony, to form the original Guardians of the Galaxy, a band of freedom fighters who seek to free the galaxy from the oppression of the Badoon. Yondu possesses a mystical sixth sense, which allows him limited empathic relationships with other life forms. He also possesses an intuitive rapport with nature, which allows him to sense incongruous elements within an ecosystem, or focus on specific elements within that system. His weapons of choice are a bow and a quiver of arrows, composed of yaka, a special sound-sensitive metal found only on Centauri 4. A yaka arrow can change trajectory in response to certain high-octave whistle sounds that Centaurians can produce. The original version of Yondu has much more in common with the alien Na'vi from James Cameron's Avatar films than he does with the Yondu created by James Gunn for the Guardians of the Galaxy films, as portrayed by Michael Rooker. That version of Yondu is part of a group of space pirates called the Ravagers. The MCU version of Yondu was eventually brought into the Marvel Comics universe, and according to writer Sam Humphries, that version is the great-great-great-great-great-great-grandfather of the Yondu in the original Guardians of the Galaxy, which took place in the year 3006. This Yondu figure has a very nicely sculpted head. I do like the paint applications on him after his original comic book appearance. The gold on his various bands and belt and his quiver strap and bow really stand out. He does not come with any alternate body parts. He does have his bow, which has a somewhat flexible string and one arrow. And unfortunately, you cannot store the arrow in the quiver. There is no space for it. The G.I. Joe classified version of Snake Eyes did come with one arrow, but there was a space to slot it into the quiver, but not so with Yondu, so he has to hold that arrow constantly if you're going to display him with it. And like several other Marvel Legends figures that come with bow and arrows, like Hawkeye, the hand is not sculpted to properly hold and knock the arrow. You would need a split in the fingers there so you could pull that arrow back on the string. But Hasbro has not bothered to give us that. So unless you modify the hand somehow by taking a sharp blade and cutting a space between his fingers, there's really no way you can get him into a realistic arrow shooting pose. Other than that, he does have all the standard articulation. Double jointed knees, elbows, they do have pins, butterfly joints, ab crunch, thigh cut. All the things you'd come to expect from a standard Marvel Legends buck. StarLord, aka Peter Jason Quill, first appeared in Marvel Preview number 4, January 1976, created by Steve Englehart and Steve Gann. He is the son of Earth woman Meredith Quill and an alien from the planet Spartax named Jason. When Jason's ship crash lands in Colorado, he is taken in by Meredith Quill. The two form a relationship while Jason makes repairs to his ship. Eventually, Jason is forced to leave and return home to fight in a war. He leaves not knowing that Meredith is pregnant. When Peter is 10 years old, his mother is killed when she is attacked by two alien Bedouin soldiers who have come to kill Peter and end Jason's bloodline. Because by this time, Peter's father Jason has become the ruler of the planet Spartax. Peter survives the assassination attempt, with the Bedouin presuming that he is dead. He grows up in an orphanage, and when he becomes an adult, he joins NASA, in the hope that he can get to outer space. When Peter becomes stranded in space, he encounters the present-day version of Yondu and the Ravager space pirates, with Peter eventually joining Yondu's crew. The character of StarLord remained in relative obscurity until the Marvel Comics event Annihilation in 2006. StarLord took part in that cosmic event and its sequel, Annihilation Conquest. It was during the Annihilation Conquest event that StarLord first encountered other obscure Marvel space characters like Rocket Raccoon, Groot, Gamora, and Drax the Destroyer. In the aftermath of the Conquest event, the New Guardians of Galaxy were formed. And that was the team that was adapted by James Gunn to be part of the Marvel Cinematic Universe. This StarLord has pretty much all the same articulation as Yondu, only this is on a different pinless buck. Nice clean paint applications on this figure also, and he also features that same gold that we saw on Yondu on the boots, gloves, belt, and holster. He comes with 2 sets of hands, which include 2 fists and 2 trigger hands. He comes with 2 accessories, a space gun that fits nicely into that holster, and a sword. And I do like the head sculpt on him. His original helmet mask had that sort of bug-eyed look to it. The original versions of these 2 characters are very different than what we saw in the films. James Gunn just took the basic elements of each one and used those to almost create brand new characters. But because of the popularity of the Guardians of the Galaxy films, many of those film elements have been retconned back into the comics. But as far as this figure battle goes, who is the winner? While both figures are similar in articulation, and I find them both to be well sculpted and well painted, the win goes to StarLord, simply because Hasbro didn't bother to sculpt a hand so that Yondu could properly knock that arrow. That's what gave Peter Quill the edge in this win. Do you agree? Let me know in the comments below. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.